Hello and welcome to my newest video. Today I'm going to take a quick first look at Fantasy Football Fun. Now, what is Fantasy Football Fun? Well, it's actually from the same developer that also brought us BlockchainFootball.co, and while BlockchainFootball.co is more of a football manager type of game, more of a FIFA type of game with the whole FIFA Ultimate Team included, this one is more of a fantasy league. So as you can see here from the screen, buy and sell player shares, build your fantasy player portfolio on the first blockchain-powered football trading game, earn crypto daily based on your player performance. So basically, the better the performance of the players you own, the more Ethereum you will get back and the higher the return on investment will be. Hopefully, obviously, if you buy someone like Lionel Messi, if you own him, you most likely will get a decent amount of Ethereum back. And what's really interesting about this game, or about this fantasy football fund league, is that they are going to be launching on 14th of June, and that will be the same date as the World Cup launch. So most of you have probably heard and know about the upcoming World Championship in football, or if you're from the US, it's soccer, and it's launching in 4 days on the 14th of June. And the developer kind of tried to use the popularity and all the players who hopefully come into this game and have a decent transition, and just making the whole hurdle of investing into cryptocurrency a little bit lower, just lowering the bar and just overall gamifying the whole investment process, so to speak. I'm always a strong proponent of these kind of ideas that you try to kind of gamify the whole process. And while this is obviously a blockchain game or crypto game, I also kind of view it as an opportunity to just making cryptocurrency investment and cryptocurrency in general more fun and engaging, and for a larger majority of people who don't really want to or don't really know how to get in contact with cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, this would be a great way to get them interested and more knowledgeable about the whole process while playing the game, or rather holding these players and then earning these dividends basically. So again, just going through the website really quickly, it's kind of the same design as Blockchain Football, because again, it's being done by the same developers, by Blockchain Football Network they call them. Maybe you can actually, you can actually click here and go to blockchainfootball.co. So that's the original game. I actually played it for quite some time. It's one of the few Ethereum games that I have been playing consistently. I also won a few tournaments, which was definitely great, and I also won some decent Ethereum. Also, just quickly about the developer, he's definitely a great guy. He's really knowledgeable, and most importantly, he's very passionate about his whole product. He's very passionate about football, about soccer, and that definitely helps in kind of providing these really interesting products and these kind of interesting platforms and ideas. I'm sorry, for a larger majority to enjoy. And I definitely think that this game has, or this fantasy league, so to speak, has the same kind of potential as Blockchain Football does, mainly because it speaks to a really large population around the world that is heavily invested and interested into football or soccer, depending on where you're from. And obviously it helps, again, making the whole process of getting in contact with cryptocurrencies and getting in contact with blockchain technology more easier and more gamified, if you want to call it that. So yeah, just again going through the rest of the website right now. Again, it starts on 14th of June. It's not out yet, but you can actually run an alpha dashboard. I'm going to click on that soon. Plan, win, earn, decide on your strategy, load up on superstars or focus on young guns. You're the boss, you decide. Don't forget about the fame dividend though. We award bonus crypto to infamous players who love the limelight. That's also quite interesting. So if there are some underdogs who have really performed well in the last couple of weeks, so to speak, you get more higher dividend payout. That's how far as I understood. Again, this is just a first look video, obviously. Now, true ownership. Obviously, one of the main advantages of blockchain, always interesting to see. Daily dividends, definitely a great idea to incentivize the whole process of playing fantasy leagues in any kind of way. Obviously, the whole fantasy league system, especially for American football, is really huge in the US, and I guess using that by combining it with blockchain technology is a great idea in my opinion. So sell or withdraw, fancy cashing out boss. At any stage you can sell your players' shares for the current base price using the trading dashboard. Enjoy that Lambo, yeah, exactly. So just going quickly to the alpha dashboard, and then I'm going to conclude this first look video. As you can see here from the screen, this is how the whole dashboard will look like. So you can buy or sell your different players. These are actually quite cheap right now. And depending again on the performance in the reality, especially during the World Cup, you will be paid a decent dividend, hopefully. Now, obviously, if you buy someone like Lionel Messi or Neymar, you most likely will have a decent return on investment. I guess the price is right now that low because it's just an alpha, and most players don't really bother playing the alpha. They actually want to invest their real Ethereum, hoping for a decent return on investment with actual Ethereum, and not running on an alpha. So yeah, user guide is there as well. Okay, this is actually not really working right now, but you have an FAQ, which is definitely great, so you can read up on how to install and use MetaMask, which is obviously important if you want to play the game. What's the aim of the game? Should we just quickly here, simply put, the aim is to build the most profitable portfolio of players. You can invest how you want, focus on young guns which might reap rewards in future, or stick to a stack of bankers. You can invest any number of shares, tokens per base. That's actually a really great idea. Yeah, definitely great potential I can see here, especially because it's about such a major interest in today's pop culture, if you want to call it that, and that's football or soccer. Hopefully it will run really good. I'm not quite sure if you can actually take your players from BlockchainFootball into Fantasy Football Fund. I don't think so, but I might just ask the developer in the Discord channel. So for those of you who aren't part of the community yet, you can actually click in the video description below. I'm going to post a link to the Discord channel so you again can talk to us, to the community, and also to the developer, get a decent feeling for the game. I'm also going to post obviously a link to the game itself, or to the football league, in the video description, so fantasyfootballfund.co. And other than that, hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, ask in the comments below. You can also ask anyone in the Discord, always really nice people in there. Other than that, yeah, hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.